Top tip number 3. Houses. Pick the right place.
Hi, welcome to our house.
Our house itself. Think about things like utility costs. Has the house got gas, central heating, an efficient boiler, double glazed windows, these kind of things?
Make sure you get every housemate to check all the rooms to make sure they're happy with their room size.
When I first started university, I liked it and everything. I made some really nice friends, and then we all decided to move together. And I really liked the people I was with, but I got the smallest room in the house, and that was really, really irritating because no one really told me that the rooms were different sizes.
Check for things like mold, damp, any disrepair, and have these conversations with your landlord to get them sorted out.
We have so much problem with damp in our house. There's mold everywhere, and there are actually mushrooms going in the carpet. Don't even like mushrooms.
I guess one of the worst stories that I heard actually came from my sister. She was talking to me about how she was getting her house and everything like that, and everything was fine when she first got it. And then about 2 weeks later, I asked her, you know, how is everything? Have you settled in? And she just said it was absolute hell. She'd gone to the bathroom, opened up some random panel which she found was loose, and suddenly cockroaches just coming out like everywhere, all over her bathroom floor. And when they called up the people to talk to them about it, they didn't even want to listen to her. They had to get my mum, who was the guarantor, to call them up and actually get them to start making changes. And they had to remove the whole carpet of the living room floor because it was it stank so bad, and it was just letting out this ridiculous smell. And they didn't know where it was coming from until they realised that it was literally coming from the carpet. So all these things had to get changed, and it was just because when they first went to see the house, it was filled with people were living in it, and they didn't properly look around at all, and they didn't get enough information about it. So it was a bit terrible. I think everything's fine now, but it just took ages to sort out, and she wished that she didn't have to deal with that. So she was just watch out when you go looking for houses. I was like, will do.
From day one, it was kind of a bit of a disaster with our house. We moved in the summer holidays, discovered that the door didn't really work. None of our bedroom doors had locks on at all. We had no keys. We had rats in our house, which was really gross. And our landlords didn't really deal with it. So it was a case of having to go to the university and explain what was going on and try and get loads of advice with it.
If you've got housemates who drive, make sure there's parking arrangements available. And if you've got housemates who cycle, make sure there's enough bike storage available.
This year when we arrived in September, there was a bike shed ready for us. We haven't had any bikes stolen, and I'd really recommend going to the Student Advice Centre because it really helped us out.
Now that Mike's finished with the bikes, click here for more with Mike Door. Tip number 4.